Across the world, cultures have passed down rich traditions of myth and folklore, each with its own heroes, gods, and spirits. Yet when I dig deeper, I find fascinating connections between these tales. Today I'll explore parallels in the stories of the Tuatha Dé Danann, the Mabinogion of Wales, Greek myths, Finnish and Viking folklore, and even the ancient Sumerian creation myths. These connections reveal a shared human quest to understand the world and our place within it. Let's begin with the origins of divine beings. In Irish mythology, the Tuatha Dé Danann were powerful godlike figures associated with magic and nature. They descended from the sky and brought wisdom and technology to humanity. This mirrors the gods of the Mabinogion, who are also depicted as supernatural figures with influence over the natural world. Compare this to the Sumerian creation myth, where divine beings like Tiamat and Marduk shape the cosmos and establish order. The concept of divine beings descending to bring civilization is echoed in Greek mythology as well. Think of Prometheus, who brought fire to humanity, a parallel to the gifts of knowledge brought by the Tuatha Dé Danann. In Finnish and Viking lore, we see a similar theme. In the Finnish epic, the demigod Vanamoinen is a culture hero with wisdom and magical powers, akin to the Irish Lugh or the Welsh Gwydion. Viking mythology too features Odin descending from Asgard to impart wisdom, runes and poetry to humanity. One of the most common motifs in mythologies is the cycle of death and resurrection, a metaphor for the natural cycles of life and renewal. In the Mabinogion, Pwyll trades places with the ruler of the underworld, Aron, and gains insight through his journey. This underworld journey parallels Orpheus in Greek myth, who descends to the underworld to rescue Eurydice. Both stories emphasize transformation through trials. The Tuatha Dé Danann also experienced death and renewal. The hero Lugh dies, but his son, Cuchulainn, carries on his legacy, a common thread in many mythologies. Now let's turn to Viking mythology. Balder, a beloved god, is killed and descends to Hel's realm, only to be prophesied to return after Ragnarok. This story of death and hopeful resurrection aligns with Sumerian myths of Inanna's descent to the underworld, a symbolic journey of transformation and renewal. Another recurring theme is the use of magical objects or sacred weapons to achieve great feats. In Irish lore, the Tuatha Dé Danann possessed 4 treasures: the Sword of Nuada, the Spear of Lugh, the Stone of Fowl, and the Cauldron of Dagda. Each item held immense power. In the Mabinogion, there is also a cauldron with resurrection powers, a clear connection to the Irish Cauldron of Dagda. Greek mythology, too, is rich with magical items, such as Hermes' winged sandals and Perseus' mirrored shield. In Viking mythology, Thor wields the hammer Mjolnir, and the Finnish epic tells of the creation of the magical artifact Sampo, which brings prosperity. These objects represent humanity's desire for control over destiny and the forces of nature. Let's now explore cosmic battles, a motif central to many myths. The Tuatha Dé Danann fought the Fomorians, monstrous beings representing chaos and destruction. Similarly, in the Mabinogion, the hero Bran the Blessed leads a war against otherworldly forces. In Sumerian myth, Marduk defeats the primordial chaos dragon Tiamat to create order. This cosmic battle theme is echoed in Greek mythology with Zeus's defeat of Typhon, the serpent of chaos. The Viking myth of Ragnarok is another cosmic battle, where the gods clash with the giants and forces of chaos in a cataclysmic end-of-days scenario. Finnish mythology also describes cosmic battles between light and dark forces, representing the eternal struggle for balance. Lastly, let's discuss the concept of otherworldly realms. In Irish mythology, the Tuatha Dé Danann retreat to the otherworld, an immortal realm hidden from mortal eyes. Similarly, the Mabinogion describes Annwn, a mystical land accessible only to a select few. In Greek myth, we have the Elysian Fields, a paradise reserved for heroes. Viking mythology's Valhalla serves a similar function as a warrior's afterlife. These realms often symbolize reward, rest, or enlightenment after a life of trials. Even Sumerian mythology touches on the theme of divine realms, with the gods living in celestial domains beyond mortal reach. These realms reflect humanity's hope for transcendence and eternal life. As we've seen, despite differences in culture and geography, these mythologies share striking parallels. Whether through divine origins, cycles of death and rebirth, sacred objects, cosmic battles, or otherworldly realms, these stories address universal human concerns: life, death, morality, and the quest for meaning. By studying these shared themes, we can appreciate how mythology and folklore unite humanity across time and space. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you leave with a deeper understanding of the stories that have shaped our world. Until next time, keep exploring the stories that connect us all.